Hey guys, how is everyone today? It's Gigi. Come on in to my kitchen. I'm going to bake a chocolate cake. That's just what I'm in the mood for. And it's been a minute since I did a lot of baking during the Christmas season, but it was a lot of candies and cookies. And I did make a pumpkin spice cake, but it's been a minute since I've just baked a cake just to have here at the house, just to eat something sweet if you want it. So I've got a Betty Crocker triple chocolate fudge cake. If you're a chocolate lover, like I am, this is the cake. Now I have not decided, I will before this video is over obviously, but I have not decided exactly what type of icing that I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna do a chocolate one, chocolate frosting or not, but I'll decide while my cake is baking if I'm going to do a cream cheese frosting or a chocolate frosting. So anyhow, I have with my pan coating, and y'all know my friend Nan at Farm Cooking with Nan has a video on her page of how to make that pan coating. I have already brushed and coated my pan, and I have 3 eggs. I have the chocolate triple, super moist triple chocolate fudge cake. Okay, so y'all know I don't follow the directions on the box. I'm going to use some oil, but in place of water, I'm going to be using milk. I always say, how can milk not taste better than water? So anyhow, I have got 1 cup of whole milk, and I've got 1/2 cup of oil. Now I am using vegetable oil today, so you use whatever, if you prefer avocado or extra virgin olive oil, whatever oil you like, coconut oil, whatever. I'm just using what I have on hand and left over from all my holiday baking and stuff. So I'm just using 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, okay? All right, then we're gonna do 3 eggs. Use my little box for my little trash can. Easier clean up. Okay, there's 1 egg. 2. And 3. Okay, we're going to give it a good mix. Starting out on slow. Grab my spatula, guys. Get all that batter down off the sides of my bowl. Don't want to leave anything. Okay. Now I'm doing this in the bundt cake. And I will adjust my time. I will adjust my time because I have found that my gas stove cooks a little bit faster, a little bit quicker, hotter, whatever, a gas stove versus electric. So I am going to drop mine down to 325, and we will start out baking it at 35 minutes. It says 38 to 43. But I'm going to check mine at around about 30, 35 minutes. Smells delicious. I think I've seen when you're just cooking it for your family, I either heard another cook, a content creator, or saw it on a video or read it and something said, lick the beaters. Might have even been Denise at South Alabama cooking, said, lick the beaters. Now that doesn't mean when you're making it for someone to taking it somewhere special, but anyhow, just like lighten up, you know. You're not, well, you know what, you could lick the beaters even if you're taking it somewhere else. Once you take the beaters off and you lick them, they're going into your sink to be washed, so they're never going to go back into your batter. So we're going to lick the beaters. Some people would say, oh, but you put raw eggs in there. I did, and I grew up my entire life as a child licking the beaters, licking the spoons or whatever, and I'm okay. I am okay. All right. Let's put our cake batter into our butt pan. That's going to be good, y'all. I don't know. I'm almost thinking about a chocolate ganache type frosting, icing. Oh, you know, chocolate cake may need a chocolate icing. Or I've got several options. Like I said, I haven't really decided yet, but I will. I mean, I think this triple chocolate fudgy cake probably gonna be good just by itself. Okay. Don't want them lose any of that chocolatey goodness, for sure. Let me spare y'all from doing that right on my, just getting all those air bubbles out. Okay, we'll pop this into my oven. Set my timer. 30 minutes. And then once I decide what icing I'm going to do when it gets closer to the time, I will come back and we will do it together, okay? See you back here in a bit. Okay, I decided. I was watching Farm Cooking with Nan the other day, and she was making a chocolate ganache. And I decided that's what I want on top of my chocolate cake. So I have got 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to pop it into the microwave, and I'm going to let it, according to what Nan said, you don't want it to boil. You just want it to come to a very hot simmer. So I'm going to put it on for 1 minute, and then I will do it in 15, 20-minute increments from that point, just until I've got it really good and hot. And then we'll come back and we'll add our chocolate. Ganache is just simply a heavy cream, warm cream mixed with chocolate into a creamy, smooth chocolatey consistency. So let me pop this into the microwave and get it to the temperature that I want. Then I'll come back and we'll add our chocolate in, okay? Okay, I did it for about a total of about 1 minute and 40 seconds, okay? You can see the steam coming off of it. So we're gonna add, I'm gonna be using the Lily's milk chocolate. I'm gonna use the entire bag and just put it all in there, give it a good mix, and probably just end up letting it sit. Rinse off that spatula that I had. Okay, now I'm just gonna let that sit there, let the chocolate sit in there and begin to melt up into that hot cream. And then I will come back. Okay, our ganache is looking beautiful. Beautiful. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna let that sit over to the side. And when I take my cake out, I'm gonna let it completely cool. And then I will come back. The cake still has a little bit of time left on it. So I will come back when it's completely cooled and we will pour our ganache over to the top and have us a piece of chocolate cake. Okay, I'll see you back in just a bit. Okay, our cake is out of the oven. It came right out of the pan, didn't stick, and a skewer come out clean. So now all we have to do, guys, is let her cool down enough. We've got our ganache just sitting over here, ready to be poured over to the top. So we're just gonna let our cake cool, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna put some chocolate goodness on top of this, okay? All right, I'll see you back here in just a minute. Okay. Let's put some chocolate goodness on our cake, okay? All those chunks of chocolate in there from the triple chocolate. And then we're fixing to pour some more chocolate on it. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be so good, y'all. Mm-hmm. Oh, it smells so good, so good, so good. Mm-hmm. Let's get a little bit more right there. And I'll tell you what I decided to do, simply because I love, love, love pecans. This is optional. If you have a nut allergy, you won't want to do this, but I love pecans. So I had some chopped pecans. This is all I had left, like a cup of pecans. And I said, you know what? I am just going to drizzle them lightly on the top of my cake. for just a little bit of crunch. Now that'll continue to drizzle down the sides just like you see it doing. Doesn't that look beautiful and delicious? Let's cut us a piece. I can't wait any longer. And of course, there's a little chocolate left over. We can use it to drizzle more on the cake. Matter of fact, I see a few little places I might need to heat my chocolate up just a little bit, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be fine. But I think we just need a little bit more chocolate right there on that side. Yeah. And then we can reserve that chocolate. Yep. Gave a little bit more chocolate to that side. Looked like it got skipped over maybe just a tad bit. Guys, I'm gonna cut us a piece. And my husband is going to be surprised. Pleasantly. Well, I'll drop some. Let's cut us a small piece and give it a try. It's still a tad bit warm. I think I'm up under my paper. Yeah, there we go. That's almost like a brownie. Well, drop some of my chocolate off. Yeah, look at that. That's just a piece of chocolate I put on top. Look at that. That's delicious. Let's give it a try. Chocolate heaven. Oh my. And see, this is when you can take a little bit of this extra ganache out of the bowl and just give yourself a little extra chocolate. Maybe just a couple of extra little pecans on top. I mean, it can't hurt. That's delicious. Delicious. And of course, I've made a little bit of a mess with my chocolate, but hey, that's okay. That's quite all right. It sure is. But guys, this is delicious. I'm gonna cover it with the dome, the cake dome. Have it sitting out over there on the table. When my husband comes in from work, that's the first thing he's gonna see when he steps through that garage door and looks at the end of the counter over there. I'm gonna have this sitting there waiting on him. Yeah. Hopefully I don't, eat too much of it. Y'all, I love some chocolate. And the chocolate, now these are white chocolate, okay, but the chocolate morsels that I use, you can see no sugar added. The Lily's brand helps to reduce so much sugar in the frosting, so it's not real sweet. But this is the brand that I love to use. But I used it in the chocolate. And you know what else might be good? I bought this. This is white frosting sprinkles. I bought this during the holidays. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I did. Look at that, a little bit. Looks like you added a little bit of sea salt. It's just like a little frosting, white chocolate frosting crystals. It's just like a finishing sugar is what it is, which kind of defeated the whole purpose of using sugar-free morsels, but I didn't put enough on there to hurt a fly. I just lightly dusted it just to give it a little bit more of an elegance. Anywho, okay. Thank y'all for hanging out with me while I made this chocolate divine cake. And it really is delicious. Everything about it is delicious. So, I think my husband's going to enjoy it. Well, I'm going to go. Before I do, let me encourage you to bake a cake for somebody. Just show up with a cake in hand and say, I was thinking about you. You were in my thoughts. I thought you might need a little encouragement or a little uplifting, and I baked you this cake and just wanted to come over here and deliver it to you, just to tell you that I love you. And I think that would mean so much to someone. And I will no doubt share half of this cake with a neighbor or with someone. Once my husband's had a couple of pieces, he's usually done, and I usually end up sharing it with my neighbor. She always loves when I bake stuff and share it with her because her teenagers always appreciate it. So I'm going to go out and be the hands and feet of Jesus and his mouthpiece. Show somebody some love and kindness. And I will see you back here in my kitchen again real soon. I don't know what we'll cook up or bake up, but it'll be something. I love you guys. Bye-bye.